Yeah, I'm good with that. Nice. Let's see, push-ups. So, let's see how this works. What a great repeat.
Hello, Martin.
Let's do some push-ups.
Okay, let me get set up.
All right.
Ready?
Let's see, what's the next mime off? This is great.
How's your day been going, Martin?
Pretty good. Pretty good. Just
That's
in
good.
my repetition, doing the things that I do. Sophie, be quiet.
We all have repetition, though. Gotta accept it.
Wondering if you could play that song again. Which one, man? The one that goes.
All right. Ready? How many we doing?
How many are we doing? It's up to you.
25. Let's go.
All right.
Go.
Ready?
There's 25. So, you think about religions, they all have an apocalypse, an end of times.
Yeah.
Right? What's an apocalypse? A lifting of the veil?
Yeah.
A revelation, an epiphany, or understanding of knowledge, because I had the apocalypse. It's the end of my ignorance. The end of ignorance. Right?
Yeah.
The 7 seals of a rainbow reveals a body of light that is real light when all 7 seals unite in the covenant arcs, the Ark of the Covenant, with a head, 2 arms, and 2 legs that sacrifices itself on a crossover from energy into the matter that is our daily bread and our last supper. It sacrifices itself for all of our sins and our pleasures. Without that sacrifice or conversion, we wouldn't be here. It's the singularity of every religion's reality, right? And we can hide that from you and create an error of ignorance to exploit you for money. But once you find the truth out, it's the end of that time, the end of the era of me exploiting you for money.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes sense.
Right? The apocalypse, the lifting of the veil.
Yeah.
Right? It's pretty interesting how the top of religions don't believe in their messenger. You know what I mean? That they have the same as science, right? Science and religion practice and believe in the same thing because that's what the original information states. But we have this era, this time we've lived in where they hid that from people.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Why do they not come together?
Money. Now here, I'll make you in a deal. Look it. Let's make a deal.
All right.
Right. Light really does have a body. This with a halo upon its head, fiery pillars for legs, arms. Now you use that and don't tell your people the truth and make as much money and power as you can. You can wield it over them. And I'll wield it over my flock and not tell them the truth.
Okay.
Right? Me and you will become very, very powerful. Right? And we can sit on literally we can sit on golden thrones. We can exploit all of humanity for massive amounts of money. But in order for us to do that, sir, we need to both agree. Everybody at the top of our religion will never speak of this, so nobody knows the truth. Because if they know the truth, how are you going to get your golden throne?
Yeah, they may rebel.
How are you going to know the truth if I hide it from you?
That's
right?
true.
How your followers? How are you going to make your money, man?
You won't if they know.
Exactly.
Why
So let's make that agreement. Let's not tell nobody.
Okay.
Right? Let's make sure we don't tell. Right? Judaism, Islam, Christianity, Buddhism, right? Buddha, seven color rainbow body, and Buddha. Every religion, anything like at the top, they're all the same. Let's make sure all the top of every spiritualism and religion hides that. Let's put a veil over all of their flock, so we can make money.
We'll have all.
Huh?
We'll have all the money, and no one will be able to say anything.
Yeah, because they don't know.
And then we can preach our message.
Right. So right. Think about this now. Right. If your flock doesn't know that body exists,
yeah,
they can't check to see if you're telling the truth or not. Right.
Right.
So then you can make any lies you want and say they're the words of God.
Mm-hmm.
Right. They can't check that body of light that sacrifices itself for their existence. They can't see it because we're making sure they don't know it exists. So we can say anything we want. You know, the first thing I think we should do is say slaves must obey the wishes of their master.
I agree with that.
Right. So that right, because us hiding that information from them makes them our slaves without them realizing it.
And then we can come up with next steps to.
You see how that works? It's just crazy, man. I'm like, I'll just tell everybody the truth. See how many times I get shot and stabbed.
Why would you ever do that?
What?
Yeah, why would you ever do that? You should always have your goals put in a place where they're reachable, but other people cannot taint what they are.
Yeah. I believe in sharing knowledge and raising humanity up as on a whole.
Huh?
You know what I mean? But I'm gonna bring some other people on for some push-ups. I appreciate your time. You have a great day, sir.
You too.
What a great repeat. I'm freaking tired. Let's see what we got going on here. Let's see. Push-ups. Push-ups. Thank you guys for all the Cameo supports and all that stuff. I appreciate it. I really do.
Hey, Martin.
How you doing? Push-ups. How many we doing?
It doesn't really matter.
25. Let's go. Look, when you go on your way up, you gotta lift your opposite legs. One.
I forgot how many I did. I think that was. I forgot how many I did.
We did one each. All right. You have a question?
I just want to hear you talk. It's fun listening. Like, just talk. It's fine.
What do you want about what?
Ernie.
I don't know. I'm doing push-ups and answering questions, so. I'm very
what do you think about the virus right now?
If you're young, you don't really have anything to worry about.
Yeah.
So you think about your immune system. If you go outside and play in the dirt, the grass, and things like that, you're going to have a strong immune system, and you're not going to have to worry about it. You'll get a cold or something, but you'll be fine. So
I haven't been outside in I think a week and a half.
Yeah, I go outside all the time. So, but I'm going to bring someone else on for some push-ups. You have a great day.
All right. But
who's doing push-ups? Finley? Dun 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 dun. Is it working? Yeah, I'm gonna do that SpongeBob one again. Or crap.
Martin.
How you doing, sir?
Good, thank you.
Hey, you guys. People keep telling me real quick I should run for president. I'm running for king. I want to surpass presidency. I'm running for king. So if you guys could start that trend, everybody just make me a video saying Martin for king, and just see how many people. Do you have clout? People ask about swag. If you have swag, you should be able to get your friends to make a video and post it on their account saying Martin for king. But how many push-ups are you doing?
I'll do that. I'll do as many as you want. How many?
Let's do 25.
25. All right.
Ready? Go. Ready?
Oh,
There we are.
you're still going?
Hands with you.
Oh, sorry.
That's all right.
Oh. Oh.
Yeah. You have a question?
Well, not really, but could I get a screenshot?
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I should do a contest. Like, whoever can get the most people to do a video about Martin for king should win something.
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think they should win?
Ooh. What are those supplement things you?
Oh, well, maybe, yeah, I'll reach out. Or I'm going to make some merch.
Yeah.
You know, so I might have merch coming out. So whoever can get the most videos of people saying Martin for king might get some free merch. I don't know.
Yeah. What are you putting on them?
Be my official, like, you know, like in the Game of Thrones, the Hand of the King. I don't know. I'm just weird.
Yeah.
An autographed book or something. I don't know.
That's a good idea.
All right. You have a great day, sir.
Yeah, you too. Cheers.
Yeah. I already gave Ernie away one time. Let's see, Max, go live. Push-ups.
Yo,
How many
what's up,
push-ups
Martin?
we doing, sir?
How you doing?
How many push-ups we doing?
10? Is 10
All
okay?
right, let's roll.
All right, man. I have a few questions for you as well, man.
You get one question.
All right.
Ready? Go.
Right on, Martin.
All right, what's your question?
All right, so I know the guy before, he was talking about the virus, right?
That's a dead horse, man.
I know. I try because I'm immune compromised, right? And you said kids that don't have a
Well,
problem.
so I do too. I was on Humira.
Okay.
So, I mean, this is crazy. So I was on Humira, turns off your immune system, and I wasn't on the regular dose. So one shot of Humira every other week turns off your immune system, so it stops attacking your own body, making you highly susceptible to viruses and bacteria. I was on double the dose every week, 4 times the recommended amount to turn off my immune system.
Mm-hmm.
But I was always eating bugs and worms and frogs.
Yeah, I know. Frogs.
And they couldn't. I mean, at this point, they're like, why didn't you succumb to the same common colds and viruses and bacteria that everybody else on those drugs do?
Yeah.
Well,
So I have a question for you. What do you
Yeah.
think I should do? Do you think I should eat frogs and
Fuck
like,
yeah.
something?
I want you to think about this. What country do you live in?
I live in America.
So why are your parents paying tax dollars so the Marines, the Coast Guard, the Army, the Navy, the Air Force can send new recruits to all over places all over the world so they can eat a frog, bite the head off a snake, eat insects.
Yeah.
I mean, literally, it's so important for certain people in our community to do that. We actually have tax dollars set aside to make sure to pay for it. We have actual program. I mean, think about this. Okay, so there's a plague or pandemic.
Mhm.
Who's going to deliver the food? The men that we paid to eat frogs and snakes. Why? Because they won't get sick. But you will.
That's true. Wow, Martin.
Oh my God, martial law. Who's going to deliver the food? Oh, don't worry. There's men in the army that can do it.
But
well, why? Why? Well, because they fucking eating frogs all day long.
Because they eat frogs. So I've got this question asked to me, and I want to ask you. Why aren't people in the military getting sick? I'm like, but I don't get it. Like, you don't hear any military men getting sick.
Well, some do. But didn't I just tell you?
That, yeah.
I mean, think about this.
When you're
look at this. This is basic training right here. Right? There's water, right? This is a water pond right here.
Yeah.
Did you see anybody bleach it and remove all that bird shit that was floating in it?
No.
Did you see anybody put any 409 or Lysol in there, killing the rat shit viruses in the rat shit that just pissed and pooped all in it?
No, man.
Right? Not only that, like it's in my. You think about that? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, man, I get it. You're awesome.
Hey, but look at your tax dollars pay for grown ass men to roll around in rat shit, bird shit, rat piss, bird piss.
Yep.
And get those viruses and bacteria. I mean, literally, you see them? It's in their eyes, their nose, their mouth. Like, I think I ate some of it.
Yeah.
I mean, what happens? They're in the corner in the middle of the night, crapping their pants. Right? They're so sick. But a week later, they're fine. And not only did they get sick from it, we said, oh, now that you're sick, you got the shits. Oh, and you're bitching about doing 25 push-ups? Well, you know what? Fuck you. Why don't you do 200?
Yeah, man.
While you have diarrhea, can you knock out 200 push-ups today instead of 100 yesterday? Like yesterday when you didn't have diarrhea? Oh, you have a fever?
You were in the military, right?
No, I'm nobody.
No, you weren't. I thought you were.
I got free education.
Okay. All right. Well, because, like, you make a really good point with the whole, like, bird shit going in their eyes, and then the next day they're like, oh, they're fine.
Well, they're not fine. They're like, man, that's usually literally the drill sergeant. I remember they're like, look how sick that fucker is. He deserves twice the amount of push-ups. I mean, you can get a medical waiver. But you really got to be a twat to do that.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Look what I got, man.
Medical waiver.
Yeah, you can go see the doc and get a waiver, but
yeah,
everybody else got the shits and they're doing it, so
you gotta eat them frogs, right?
Well, I mean, think about it though. So not only that, so let's think about don't go in swamp water. It's so disgusting, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we actually pay members of the military to do training in swamp water, making sure they get it in their mouth, their eyes, their fucking nose. Yep. I want to run you in that swamp water so fucking hard. I want to make sure you swallow it. Right? I want you. I'm gonna put you in the swamp water today. Tomorrow, maybe a week from now, you're gonna find fucking pond scum still coming out of your ear canal. Like, man, I scrubbed for 2 hours. Where'd that come from?
Oh my God.
People tell me, I got a complaint to stop cussing, but from some older ladies, but. Somebody said,
"You're a grown man. You can do whatever you want, right, Martin?"
Well, most importantly, kids learn a lot from me, whether people realize it or not. I educate a lot of people, but why do they pay attention? I'm controversial.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
I am who I am.
You are who you are, and you are a king, right, Martin?
Hey, look at you guys. I'm running for king. Somebody said I should run against Donald Trump for president.
Yes.
So either just write me in the ballot so I can be the president, or you guys need to start a a global movement of youth making me king.
When you get that merch, Martin, you gotta get a shirt, Martin King 2020.
Yeah.
I'll buy as many as I can.
Martin Trump's Trump 2020.
Martin beats Trump 2020.
No, Trump's Trump. That sounds better. Martin Trump's Trump 2020.
Martin Trump's Trump. I love it.
Martin for president.
He'd be a great president, honestly. No, king.
Well, you think about you think about today, right now, the president has the power today to do executive orders. You could literally executive order, I mean, we're doing things for businesses right now.
Yeah.
And we say it, in the name of this and the name of that. Let's, executive order, give out everybody information on how to repair brain damage. Think about it. I've had some traumatic brain injuries, kidney failure, liver failure. They put me on dialysis. I've had heart failure. I've been shot. I've been stabbed. I have a massive amount of trauma. But I didn't have to take all the things you guys would be forced to take. And, my family didn't have to pay the millions of dollars your families would have to pay. I mean, you think about right now, let me block Isaac here. Peace out.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah, if you were to get a traumatic brain injury and you had money, in neuroscience, we know we can birth new neurons in you naturally.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't the president executive order, look, every child in America needs to know how to raise their cognition by birthing stem cells in their brain that builds neurons so we can have the smartest children. Right? You think of an executive order? Hey, let's tell the children the truth about how to actually maintain and grow their intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
We have never had a president care about the intelligence of the population. We've actually had, people. I mean, think about it. Imagine having a president that says, you know what? I just want smart people, because smart people, it might take power away from me, but it makes the whole world better, right? The smarter you are, the less power I have. But the smarter you are, the better off everybody else is.
Hey, that's true.
Right? The smarter you are,
to teach the
smarter you are, the less power I have, because you can understand things, you know what to do.
True.
Right? So when have you ever had a politician go, or even the educational system? You think about people who teach biology today at MIT, Harvard, and Yale. They don't teach the fucking truth. I mean, even at schools today, we were like, literally, the faculty at colleges, like, fuck our students. We don't want them to be so smart that they don't understand our curriculum is 40 years old. I mean, think about quantum field theory's local manifestations of energy and matter, the most advanced quantum mechanics we teach in colleges today, right?
Yeah.
It's the most, in that Sir Isaac Newton, nature is just fine with the transmutation of light into bodies and bodies back. That's 400 years old. The most advanced information we're willing to teach you today is 400-year-old outdated crap. That's pretty.
It is. It's pretty long.
That's nuts.
It is.
That's nuts. So you think about the strings, the magic strings and membranes that connects everything to everything else, came from Leonardo da Vinci. When did he walk the planet?
A while ago. Right.
Look at Da Vinci. It says, learn how to see, realize everything connects to everything else. He called it magic. There's magic that connects everything to everything else. When did Da Vinci walk the planet to give us the strings for string theory, superstring theory, and M theory? Hundreds of years ago. You think about the most advanced information we have in science that we're teaching you guys today is hundreds of years old.
What's up, Martin?
What's up? Think about that. Think about that. The most advanced.
Hold on, Martin. You should block Hunu geared up.
Where are they at?
You see what they said?
Oh no. Let me pin this. What'd they say?
No, they were saying bad stuff.
But ignorance is bliss. You think about the smarter you are, the crazier you sound to ignorant people. We're just talking, 400-year-old, stuff. I mean, this is 400-year-old information. The magic strings, that's from Da Vinci. That's hundreds of year olds information. So you think about it. The smarter you are, the crazier you sound to ignorant people. I'm talking about science that's hundreds of years old. So how smart are these people who think I'm crazy? Literally, Da Vinci.
Yeah.
Da Vinci's, it's hundreds of years old.
Yeah.
Quantum field theory's local manifestations from Sir Isaac Newton, hundreds of years old. Hundreds of years old.
It is. It's a while. That's
Hundreds.
nuts.
Hundreds.
That's nuts.
And literally, it's going to cost you $350,000 to go to school and learn it today.
That is, yeah, that is nuts. You're right. That is crazy.
I mean, I'm crazy because I'm trying to teach you guys something that we've hidden from you for hundreds of years.
I wouldn't say you're
And
crazy.
Well, I'm not to you, but some of these people. I'm crazy because I'm trying to teach you guys some information that's been hidden from the population for hundreds of years, so we can charge you $100,000 to learn it.
Does it say that in your book? Wait,
Well, I don't know. You have to buy it.
I will buy it. Don't worry. Is it on Amazon?
It's yoursparkislight.com
Okay.
right now.
Spark is like. Hold on. Let me grab this up so everyone could see it. Ready? Where
www.yoursparkislight.com.
Martin, where's Ernie? Is Ernie
Well,
gone?
Ernie's up on the table right now.
Can I see him?
Why?
Because I love Ernie.
He's tired, man. He's been exercising all day.
Ernie's Red Rocket. I want to take a picture.
Well, yeah. So you see, if you study, repairing injuries. Oh, I lost him.
No.
There it goes.
No. Okay. Hello?
If you study repairing injuries, now let's think about this no flap debacle we teach boys today. Now, because you don't know how your body works, I can trick you into believing no flap is beneficial. So this is how I'm going to do this. Look, if you masturbate,
Okay. Yes.
your testosterone is going to drop, right? If I take your blood work after you masturbate, you're going to have a drop in testosterone. Why? Because now your testosterone is being used to rebuild your sperm. So, but now, does it really make you have less testosterone, or is the testosterone that was circulating in your system being used to replace your sperm? Now your glands in your skull and your sac, your testes, have to exercise to make more, making them stronger. So they can replace it faster.
Wow.
Do you understand what I'm saying now?
I get that.
Now, so literally, that's real. Look at me.
That really is a shocker.
Listen, guys. Masturbation lowers your testosterone levels in your bloodstream. It's scientific fact. But why? Because it's being used to rebuild your sperms and things like that. Now, after that dip from it being used to rebuild your sperm, the gland in your skull and your testes, they have to exercise to make more testosterone. They become stronger, meaning over a period of time of me doing, I talk about this wax on, wax off, 7 days of flapping, 7 days of no flapping. If you study human biology in real life behind that, it might take somebody who does that a few hours to replace that testosterone because their glands have been exercised. It might take you 3 fucking weeks. Now, in that 3-week period where you have an injury, you don't have your muscles responsible for creating the testosterone cannot keep up with what you need to be healthy.
I have never thought of it that way, man.
So help me spread that, because we take advantage of the youth today. Because now, what happens if we teach you the no flap? Your muscles responsible for making your testosterone become weak. Then you don't have the testosterone levels to heal injuries later on in life. So I can sell you prescription medication.
Yeah.
Right? If you've allowed that muscle to develop atrophy and it can't create the testosterone levels you need to heal a kick to the stomach from kickboxing, what happens? You got to take my medication now.
So, should we masturbate or should we not masturbate?
You should.
Good.
Now let's think about this. When you hit puberty, does your body try to hold all of your sperm in so those muscles get weaker? Or does it just release it in the middle of the night whether you want to or not?
Release.
So naturally, your biology has a wet dream to exercise those muscles because your body goes, oh my, literally, your body in the middle, the switch turns on and your body goes, oh my God, we need a massive amount of testosterone. How do we get that? He's not working out that muscle. We'll do it for him. I mean, think about it. Your body, in the beginning of you becoming a man, goes, oh my God, I need a massive amount of testosterone. How do I do that? I need to dump his sperm that triggers the switch to turn that factory on.
Wow. Wow. Listen.
Now, whether you do or not, when you go through puberty, does nature take care of it for you?
Yeah.
So why would
in a
now?
way.
So think about this: if you believe in nature, evolution, or God, right? Nature's telling you, hey man, you need to dump the load so you can raise your testosterone.
Mm-hmm.
Right? Evolution is telling you, hey man, you need to dump your load so you can raise your testosterone. God is telling you, whatever you believe in, whatever you believe in.
I believe in Jesus Christ. God.
Well, you know what I mean. I'm talking for everybody in here.
Yeah.
I'll be done in 10 minutes.
Mm-hmm. Right. No matter. Now let's think about the stories of Jesus Christ. I am the truth. I am the way. Right. Through me, nobody gets to the Father except through me. Now, what are the miracles of Jesus Christ? He turns one seed into 100 bushels, right? It gives you your daily bread and your last supper. Turns water into wine, cures leprosy. What son of your God does that today? In the sky.
In the sky.
Now, does the sun in the sky sacrifice its blood or its light on a cross for you? And we just don't make sure you don't understand it. How did you get your daily bread and your last supper? The sun in the sky sacrificed its light on a cross over from energy into your daily bread. Now, it's right. I'm the truth. I'm the way. Right. I'm telling you how to find the image of the Creator.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus wasn't a real person. It's a parable. If you read the beginning, it tells you not a real person. Now, I think people don't understand this. If you don't have an education, how did I witness Jesus turn one seed into 100 bushels? How did I witness the light of the world turn one seed into 100 bushels? I had an education. Oh my God, the sun is. Now, the 7 seals of a rainbow reveals a body of light that is Israelite when all 7 seals unite in the covenant that arcs the Ark of the Covenant.
Covenant, yep.
And it looks just like us, and it looks like us, and it does sacrifice itself for our sins and our temptations, but our pleasures as well. But if I want to make money off of you, I can tell you it was a person, and make sure you never find it.
True.
And when you think about how crazy that is today, how many people? So you're a Christian. How many teachers today did they tell you 7 seals of Revelation? It's a rainbow. How many actually told you the truth? The people that taught you Christianity.
Yeah.
It's a rainbow. 7 seals.
It's a rainbow.
What? Okay, now what in Christianity? What is a rainbow? A covenant.
A covenant.
Right. Now what does it do? It arcs.
True.
Ark of the Covenant. Now, what's supposed to be in the covenant? The Ark of the Covenant.
Light.
But in the real Ark of the Covenant, or what do they tell you is in the Ark of the Covenant? The stone tablets of Moses, the words of God.
Yeah.
So, and what is the covenant? It's a two-way pact that has the words of God. So in Christianity, a rainbow is the two-way pact that has the words of God. We also kind of tell you it has the stone tablets of Moses. It's a parable. Do you understand?
Mm-hmm.
Right. So there's a covenant that has the words of God written down. Would the words of God fit on 2 stone tablets? No. No.
Wow.
Right? But knowledge is power, and I don't want power.
Knowledge is power.
I don't want power wielded by the feeble-minded. So I'm going to tell you until you get the intelligence to understand this so you don't abuse it. They're
Okay.
stone tablets, guys. The Ark of the Covenant is a box somewhere, and there's stone tablets. But you just told me, though, the covenant is a rainbow. You just told me
Yeah.
the seven seals of Revelation. Seven seals of Revelation. The seven seals hold a revelation. What are seven seals? A covenant. What is the revelation? Oh my God, it's the Ark of the Covenant. You get it?
I you lost me at some points, but I kind of get it. I get it a little.
The seven. Okay, where are the seven seals in your
In the
religion?
covenant. Well,
And
my
where's
religion?
that? Yeah, you're a Christian, right? You
Yes,
said you
sir.
believe in Jesus. Where's the seven seals
I
in
do
your
believe in
religion?
Jesus.
All right, where's the seven seals in your religion? In the bow of a cloud. What is that
True.
in real life? A rainbow.
A rainbow.
Now you believe in Jesus, but where does the Bible tell you can see Jesus today? Right now, where does your book tell you?
I mean,
In the
faith.
bow of a cloud. I mean, listen, I'm saying you're a Christian, but you don't even know what your book is even saying. Why? Because did you have somebody not teach you the truth for a reason? Where does your book tell you? I mean, think about it. This is so crazy. How many Christians say they're Christian, but they don't know where the Bible tells them they can actually see Jesus today? Look, you'll see the Son of God in all of his glory, riding in a cloud, sitting in a cloud. What? I can see the Son of God today in all of his glory, sitting in a cloud? Man, them seven seals had a revelation.
Martin, I think you have taught me more in one day than 5 years. Honestly.
Well, but you think about this, though.
You have opened me to so many other things right now.
Well, here's the thing, though. If I'm a corrupt Christian,
Okay.
right, I'm going to be led into those temptations to not teach you the truth because I won't make as much money off of you. Right? As a leader of Christianity, a church, you should be teaching your flock. The Bible tells you can see the Son of God in all of his glory in a cloud. Why? Because that Son does sacrifice itself on a cross to give you your daily bread and the Last Supper. That Son does the miracles we're fucking talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Does it not? They told you where to see it, and then they told you what it does. Now, does it do it? Does it? This is an honest question for you. Does it do it? Does the Son, where they tell you to look to see the Son of God,
Yeah.
where you can see, does it do those miracles the book is telling you? So not only tells you where to look, does it do them?
I don't know.
No, well, yes, you do, but this is called cognitive dissonance.
Okay.
Does this, now, Jesus turned one seed into 100 bushels. Does the sun in the bow of a cloud, where the Bible tells you can see Jesus today, turn one seed into 100 bushels?
Yeah.
All
Sure.
right. So it gives you, not for sure, does it? Or if we take the seed and put it in a cave and hide it from, okay, it gives you your daily bread.
Yes.
It kills the bacteria that creates leper. It cures lepers. It walks on water. It leaves invisible footprints on the beach. It does all, look at the Jesus where they're telling you exists today,
Mm-hmm.
does all of those miracles. Why hasn't somebody told you that, taught you that? Why would somebody want to exploit you?
Were they, because they're trying to blind?
Now, Jesus cured a blind man,
Yes.
somebody who could not see. What couldn't you see? The truth.
The truth.
Why couldn't you see?
Oh my God.
Literally, were you blinded by the truth? Were you blinded from the truth?
And now that I think about it, yes.
Oh, hold on, baby. I can go outside right now and see the Son of God, Jesus, in all of his glory. What does that mean? In his original state, all of his glory, sitting in a cloud. Now, if I go out in a cloud and I look at that Son of God, where the Bible tells me I can see Jesus, does it do all of the miracles of Jesus? Because if it does, and I did not know that before, I was blind.
Crazy, Martin.
Yes or no?
Genius. Yes.
Now here's the thing. Is it genius, or did men decide to lie to you
To
and
just
make sure
lie.
you did not
To
know
just
that
not
for
teach.
money?
To not teach. Exactly.
You were blinded.
Blinded. Yeah.
You were blinded. But not because you chose to be blind. Right? I walked by you, uh, and I chose not to cure your blindness before.
True.
Right? I walked by you before, and I've never chose not to cure your blindness from the truth. Let me get think about it though. I mean,
I'm really
why?
thinking about it. This is actually like mind-boggling. Like that
Now,
I've been blinded from this. You know what I mean?
but why though? Because we want to exploit you? Now, when you think about this,
No.
now let's think about this crazy part of reality. We tell you, the slaves escaped Egypt, and they wandered the desert trying to find the kingdom of heaven, that Israelite. They couldn't find it. Could never find it. And then in 1918, we went, hey, let's make one.
Mhm.
But originally, it didn't exist on Earth, and we could never find it. Why didn't you know that? Literally,
wasn't taught it.
Judaism teaches Israel doesn't exist on the planet. It never did. It's not a physical location. You came from, and you'll return to Israel. Israel, what? Light. You're an Israelite.
Right.
Your spark of light that Israelite came from and will return to the kingdom of heaven, that Israelite.
Israelite. Yeah.
Now, when your father's atoms from his serpent or sperm merged, did it create a spark of light? Did it summon your consciousness? Did you come from the light?
Yeah.
Stop, babe.
Wow, man.
Something to think about. I mean,
Yeah. Definitely.
You know, and the only reason you think about this right now in real life, you live in the States, right?
Yes.
We're taking if you had a job, you're paying taxes, your parents are paying taxes right now, so we can bring children and adults in from outside of our country because they're being taught the truth. There's jobs that we can't have you fill today because you don't know how the sun turns one seed in 100 bushels, because there's a church that didn't want you to know the truth.
Yeah.
And that's not fair. We have to not only are we hiding the truth from you, right? We're doing it to the point where we have to actually bring people in from outside the country. Right? Hiding all this information from you is holding back your education to the point where we have to take your money and your parents' money to find people outside of America. We really have a government-sponsored visa program to hire children and adults that know how the sun turns one seed into 100 bushels. Look at H-1B visa. I mean, think about it. We have to bring children outside of our country to take jobs because they've learned how the sun in the sky cures leprosy. Nobody knows how to do that in the States, so you can't take a job studying it to advance that career, that medicine, can you?
Yeah.
So, all right, we got a company in the United States. We need to hire some people studying how we move medicine forward. Nobody in the frickin' States even knows the sun can cure leprosy. Where do we
That's
find
true.
these people? Can you give me some tax dollars? I need to find some people that aren't.
Yeah, you give me money and we'll help you. Exactly.
Now, quantum field theory is local manifestations of energy and matter. The world's greatest physics lab studying how the sun turns light into matter. How does the sun actually slow down and get tied into the flesh to be born in the flesh of our daily bread? You don't even know that it does that, so we're going to have to hire somebody from outside the country.
True.
Right? Look,
just
you
want your
don't
money.
even know the sun slows down and sacrifices itself on a crossover from energy into matter to be born in the flesh of wheat to make daily bread. You don't even know that, do you? You do now, but before you
I
didn't.
know
So
now, but I didn't know
right, so
before.
right,
because I was blinded.
There's so many people in the United. They don't know that the Son is born in the flesh. It is true, but not the way we taught you, because we want to take money from you. How do I find people to move? I mean, you hear Michio Kaku and all these physicists like, we can't hire Americans. Why? And they go, well, because they're not taught the truth. Well, I can't have a $300,000 a year job because somebody wanted to make $300 a year off of me. I mean, look at it. You can't have a $300,000 a year job because somebody wanted to make $300 off of you a year.
Yeah. Interesting, Martin.
You can't have a job in medicine learning how to kill bacteria with the sun, because that's where it starts. You have to start at the bottom. If you don't understand how the sun kills certain bacteria and cures leprosy, you can't have a job at the top of medicine. You can't have a job at the top of medicine. You can't have a job at the top of anywhere. So, we have a visa program for technology. We have a visa program for physics. We have a visa program for doctors. Where are our doctors nowadays? Most of the doctors coming from outside the country.
Outside the country, yeah.
Ain't that weird? The top of every frickin' field. That's weird. Wonder what they're being taught that you're not.
Smart, Martin. Martin, I'm gonna head out. All right.
Bye.
You tell me. Hey. Before,
Yeah.
I want everyone to go on this website right here. Okay. Buy a book. Genius man right here. He is a king.
That helps me. You guys buy a book. It does help me.
King.
I could take it. Here's the thing, real quick. When we did the sweatshirts and stuff, that stuff originally, I've been offered jobs places. If I take a job at a company, that company owns my information. I don't get to teach you guys nothing. Whether you understand it or not, whether you understand what I'm saying or not today, eventually you will. But if I take a job somewhere today, I don't get to teach you anything. Right? Because my intellect, I signed a contract with Microsoft. You're working as an engineer. All the stuff you know about engineering and you learn is their property.
Yeah.
But I remember the first time you were on. I appreciate you coming on this time.
Oh, you remember? You remember?
I do. I talk about a digital legacy that'll exist for all of eternity, and I don't think people really understand me when I say that. But where do you live?
I'm glad you remember that I was on here. Yeah, that.
What's on the front of your sweatshirt?
It's the laughing emoji.
Yeah, laughing.
It's the stupidest thing in the world, man.
That's all right, but I mean, we kill a lot of people for teaching you guys these things.
Yeah. No, you've taught me a lot of things today. Seriously.
And whether you want to believe it or not, at least you're being taught. At least you're being told.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right. My job is not to make you believe anything, but just to, hey, look, man, the light of the world, Jesus, really does sacrifice himself on a cross over. It really does. And if you understand those things, you can get a job at the top of science, the top of computer engineering, the top of biology, top of thing. You can actually get somewhere in your life and be somebody, instead of having to give up money so we can pay for people to come into your country and be somebody. Instead of you paying other people to be somebody, you can be that somebody.
True.
But,
very smart. All right, Martin. It was nice talking to you, man.
Bye.
You too. Catch you later.
Oh, my wife upstairs nagging at me to get off. She hasn't even come down yet. Gonna work?
Aaron,
What's up?
I'm sunbathing at work. Okay. So anyway, my question was, why do you think that different people are afraid of different things? Like my best friend Lauren is afraid of snakes, but I don't really care about snakes. Like what do you
Different
think
psychology, right? You've had a different series of events make up your memories, she's got a completely different series of events make up her memories. Even if you guys were in the same room at the same birthday party, you'd remember it differently because we're having this conversation, right? I see a white tiled roof behind you with green things hanging. What do you see behind me?
Red towel.
Yeah, a curtain. So, right, we're having the same conversation. No, that's right. We're having the same conversation, right? But if we were asked to recall later on, when you were talking to C, what did you see? And when C was talking to you, what did she see? We see completely different things. People are like, man, that conversation never took place. Because everybody in my view sees your white ceiling. Everybody in your view sees the red curtain.
Sure.
Different, right? We have the same memory of this conversation, but different. We saw different things that make it up.
Yeah, you're right. Sorry.
Wait, Mija. Stop.
Yeah,
This is my wife freaking out. This is how I make money to pay our bills, and she's freaking out. Chill.
Sorry, I'm really disappointed that I just called your curtain a towel. I'm not gonna.
Hey,
lie,
don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. We appreciate the freaking 35 cameos today. Sorry for the interruptions.
That's okay. All right, it's getting kind of busy now. Sorry.
That's all right, girl. Bye.